You got the forms up there? There's some over here. Come here.
I froze last week and it's burned up to
Just put your name on it.
I am. Out there at Sycamore. Okay. 8:30.
I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to the Cheatham County Commission meeting, November 17th, 2025. We're going to open up the public forum at 6:01. I have two forms filled out. Mr. James Christie. I think I need you to come up to the front here. You have 3 minutes. Ms. Lovell's going to turn the timer on.
Yeah, good evening. Just got a short little. My name is James Christie. I live at 2260 Valley View Road. My wife and I built our own home 3 years ago. Next door was an empty lot for the whole time we've been there. After looking at the property and being interested in purchasing it because the county had cleaned it up, we were happy to build our house there and invest a lot of dollars and a lot of time into that area. Since then, it came to my attention about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago now that the county codes folks have issued a temporary use of the lot next door to the person that owns it. Since then, that person under a hardship from the fire 6 years ago, so we're a little don't understand that. But since that permit issuance, there's been trash. There's a trailer with no electricity or water or sewer connection. And it's, I'll just read my statement. It's a concern that the permit issued in manner is inconsistent with the requirements of the section 4.30, the Cheatham County zoning resolution, and as a result has created an ongoing health and safety that has affected the surrounding community. After reviewing the statute, it is difficult to see how this permit could meet the ordinance's requirements. The section is extremely specific. Temporary dwelling may only be allowed while the principal structure is being reconstructed. It must serve as a temporary shelter during the period of reconstruction, and the total allowable duration is such that a temporary is strictly limited to 18 months. The fire that destroyed the principal structure on the property occurred approximately 6 years ago. There has been no reconstruction activity for years, nor any indication of a reconstruction is actively planned or financially feasible. Under the plain language of the ordinance, the temporary dwelling allowance cannot be revived or restarted 6 years after the qualifying event. The purpose of this section is to prevent immediate exceptional hardship, not to authorize a long-term indefinite occupancy of a camper in lieu of rebuilding. For these reasons, it appears the circumstances did not legally qualify for a special hardship permit at the time of issuance. I understand these decisions often rely on information provided by applicants. However, based on the ordinance ordinance's text and intent, the permit simply does not fit within the ordinance. In closing, I've spoken with several neighbors. People are very concerned with their safety and well-being. You know, there's some familial situations happening next door as well that I won't disclose in front of the town. But my wife and I are extremely concerned, and it's caused us a lot of headache over the last 2 weeks. A lot of cursing coming from next door and loud noises. And it's just been very stressful. I appreciate the committee's time hearing us out, and we appreciate any comment.
What was the road name again?
Valley View Road.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Second one is, I hope I get this right, Tess Hesser?
Yes, Heiser.
Heiser, I'm sorry.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thanks for the opportunity to speak. I'm James's neighbor. Not that neighbor. And thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Tess Heiser. I'm a nearby property owner, and we're requesting an immediate review of the temporary dwelling unit in case of special hardship permit that was recently issued for 2256 Valley View Road. I want to be clear that my intention is not to remove anyone from their land or create a hardship. My concern is that the permit was issued in a way that does not align with section 4.030H of the Cheatham County zoning resolution. And as a result, it has created an ongoing health and safety hazard that affects the surrounding community, including myself, my husband, my young son. The ordinance is very specific. A temporary dwelling is allowed only while the principal structure is actively being reconstructed. This dwelling burned down 6 years ago, and so I believe that this exceeds the allowance that is supposed to be limited to 18 months. In this case, under the plain language and intent of the ordinance, the temporary dwelling allowance cannot be revived 6 years after a qualifying event. I have personally not witnessed any reconstruction efforts. I haven't even witnessed cleanup efforts. I've only witnessed a camper that was intentionally set fire to previously, a couple months ago, which then the county had to come out and clean up. I believe they cleaned up the original fire from 6 years ago, although I haven't been here this long. Only been here about 2 to 3 years. So for these reasons, it appears the circumstances did not legally qualify, and I am an attorney, so don't hold that against me, for a special hardship permit at the time it was issued. So I would respectfully ask the commission to review this permit, ensure compliance with zoning requirements, and address the health and safety impacts on our community. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else which speaks in the public forum that hadn't filled out a form yet? Are we going to close the public forum at 6:07? Sheriff, from call to order.
All right. Legislative body of Cheatham County in session on this Monday, November 17th, 2025.
Mr. Gilmore, you want to lead us in prayer, please?
Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come before you today seeking your wisdom, your guidance, and your peace as we gather for this county commission meeting. Grant us clarity in our decisions, wisdom in our discussion, and unity in our hearts as we seek the wellness being for all those that we serve. We ask that our actions reflect your integrity and fairness and commitment to justice, that we bless our country, its leaders, and the people. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Would you join me in pledge allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a roll call, please.
David Anderson.
Here.
Calton Blacker.
Here.
Randy Moe.
Here.
Tim Williamson.
Here.
Chris Gilmore.
Here.
BJ Hudspeth. Bill Powers.
Here.
Walter Weekly.
Here.
Dinah Lovell.
Here.
Eugene Evans.
Here.
James Hedgepath.
Here.
Mike Breedlove.
Here.
11 present, 1 absent. We do have a quorum. We need a a motion to approve the agenda for November 17, 2025.
Motion.
A motion by Mr. Weekly, second by Mr. Powers. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Approval of minutes for regular session October 20, 2025. I have a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Lovell,
Second.
second by Mr. Blacker. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Have any comments from any elected officials? All right, we don't have any unfinished business. Under new business, employee insurance changes. Anybody have any questions on this item we went over in the workshop? I think if we need a motion to approve.
I sent everything out, especially as cover sheet would be the main changes that we need to set up so that it be in place to begin January 1st.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Powers. Second. Second by Mr. Anderson. Any discussion? So this not gonna cost employees anything, any money?
No, as a matter of fact, county will save money on our portion of it on that. Yes, that's correct.
Roll call, please.
Bill Powers.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Yes.
Diane Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Yes.
James Hedgepath.
Yes.
Mike Breedlove.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Carlton Blacker.
Yes.
Randy Noe.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore.
Yes.
BJ Hudspeth.
Anybody wish to change your vote? It's 11 yes, no, 1 absent, motion carries. All right. Public hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Public notice agenda for November 17, 2025 is advertised in newspaper of local distribution. The Cheatham County Commission will meet on November 17, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the General Sessions Courtroom in Ashland City, Tennessee. The following items will be heard. John Claxton requesting a zone change from R1 to commercial mixed-use planned unit development for map 26, parcel 13. Property is located at 4055 Sweet Home Road in the second voting district and is not in a special flood hazard area. Item 2, Blake Cobb requesting a zone change from C5 to C1 for map 39, parcel 154.01. Property is located at 2018 Milliken Road in the second voting district and is not in a special flood hazard area. John Cannon requesting a zone change from R1 to C3 for map 86, parcel 93. Property is located on Old Sands Creek Road in the fifth voting district and is not in a special flood hazard area. Item 4, amend the zoning resolution of Cheatham County, Table 2, bulk yard and density regulations by requiring the minimum lot size in the agricultural zoning district to be 5 acres with public water and 5 acres without public water and sewer. Excuse me, to be 5 acres without public water and 5 acres with public water and sewer. Miscellaneous amendments to the zoning resolution as follows. Amend section 9.0805 to add a new general requirement for conditional uses, that the proposed use has not been conducted on the property for a period of 6 months prior to filing for a conditional use application. Amend section 9.0915 regarding rezoning applications to allow the building commissioner to waive the requirement for providing a map of the property to be rezoned and rely on the county tax map under certain specified circumstances. Amend section 9.100 to replace the existing provisions regarding violations and penalties for violations of the zoning resolution. 4, amend section 9.110 by replacing the existing provisions regarding remedies for structures and uses violating the zoning resolution. The complete text of the foregoing amendments is available from the Cheatham County Building Commissioner, 338 Fray Street, Ashland City, Tennessee, 37015, Franklin Wilkinson, Director, Cheatham County Building Department.
Is there anybody that wish to speak for or against either one of these items? It's on the public hearing tonight?
Number 4, could I we defer that to the December meeting, Mr. Chairman?
Yep. Everybody okay with that? Item 4. Anybody, anyone? Yes, sir. You had, I'm gonna need you to come up here and state your name and what's your address? You don't have to give your address. Do you know what district you're in?
1375 Leaf Lane.
Your name?
Aaron Rocker.
Okay.
My name's Aaron Rocker. I live at 1375 Leaf Lane in Maple Hills. We got the subdivision that's trying to be put across the street from in there. I got to look at some of the plans and stuff like that. So I work as a state trooper. I understand the traffic of that area. I actually used to live on the other end of Sweet Home at 2894. So I've been on that road for years. That road cannot take that type of traffic. I don't even know if the state's gonna be able to put a light in at 49 in Sweet Home to sit there and do that. At Banyan Road, where the entrance to this new subdivision is gonna go, you're gonna have to turn that into a 4-way intersection. There's no way that that road could take that traffic or the dangers of that curve of people going to it. I mean, Sweet Home Road's bad enough. I'm pulling people over for 60, 65 miles an hour on that road all the time because it's the only cut through between Pleasant View to Henrietta. You got all the A.O. Smith people, all the people trying to go to work, to get to 24, get to 12. To add another potential of 400 cars on that road or that many kids going to Sycamore, our county's not ready for it. That area's not ready for it. That curve's too dangerous. The amount of fatalities or accidents that you're going to introduce to that area is astronomical. It is, I'm all about growth for our county and bringing people here. That's not the place. I strongly advise against it, especially making it commercial, that you're adding even more traffic and more people in there to turn into something like the Village in Pleasant View. You're asking for so many accidents and just something bad just waiting to happen. So I please advise against it and ask you to please think twice about approving something like that when you got the dangers of the curves, a very tiny road with no shoulders whatsoever and no forgiveness. And you got an area you can't afford to put a light with the hill and the way that it's graded up like that at 49 in Sweet Home. It's not built for it. It never was. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes.
My name is Christopher Spike. I'm the president of the Maple Hills Homeowners Association. That's the development directly across the street, Sweet Home, and it's the most impacted by a zoning change. However, most of you probably already know this, as I've been speaking on behalf of our community, the various zoning changes to this land for the past 5 years. We've been doing this. As you may remember, 2021 submitted a petition, signatures of 230 local to Sweet Home residents who were against a plan for 157 homes on this lot. You ultimately voted this down. Now today, we're looking at a plan for 197 homes with no change to Sweet Home Road. Keep this short. I had sent a PDF earlier with visual aids that outlined the safety issues at the 90-degree curve. Through my own testing, when there are houses and there are fences, when you come into that curve, you have 2 seconds to decide whether or not there is a car in the 1-lane chute on the left-hand turn lane, or if you're going to have to go around. Right now, even with the farmland open, if there are 2 or 3 cars, you are stopped in that curve. This is just a disaster waiting to happen here. If the argument is the Cheatham County Growth Plan, don't forget the the property there is already zoned R1. There does not need to be a zoning change to build 60 more houses in this area. There is no commercial presence in this area. There's no precedent for this type of zoning here, and there's no community demand for it. In the past 5 years, coming to these meetings and to the planning meetings, outside of the developer and lot owners, there has been one person in 5 years to speak in support of, developing right now this land. The, proposal to, even avoid a, our PUD designation demonstrates the, lack of intent to align with the existing community character in the area. So for the safety of our roads and the integrity of our neighborhoods, the Maple Hills community urges you to vote no on this item. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, good evening. My name is Jeff Burden. We live at 4143 Sweet Home Road. Was not planning on speaking. I'll make it short. We just recently purchased this property. We came to this area for the lot size, the community, some of the peace, the quiet. And as it's been mentioned, Sweet Home Road has already experienced a significant amount of traffic. It's a concern just getting our mail out of the mailbox, looking both ways every 5 seconds. Taking a mower or an edger up to the corner of the property. With the 197 homes, 200 homes, 300 to 500 cars, we do not have the road capacity. Traffic, it creates an undue harm, undue risk to families and properties and homeowners in the area. I would strongly urge you to vote against this. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
My name's Daniel Newton. I live at 1328 Walker Cemetery Road, which is about a mile from this property. First of all, my mother right here has asked me to read a statement from her. I am Martha Lynn Newton. I'm 78 years old. My sister Patsy DeLemis is 82. She and I are the 5th generation to own our family farm on the corner of Sweet Home Road and Highway 49. We've had numerous opportunities to sell our land. However, we have chosen to keep it as our family farm. I realize not everyone appreciates the preservation of our farmland as we do, and also know that there are those who can no longer afford to keep their land. But when it comes to land development, we need to be very thoughtful and act wisely. Our farm borders this proposed development more than any other. Our entire back pasture backs up to this property. I truly believe mixed residential and commercial zoning with nearly 200 houses on 60-plus acres is not appropriate for our Sweet Home Road community. Many houses and developments such as this one are often bought by investors and the houses become rental property. Since we will not have our farm up for sale, I suppose monetary land value does not affect our family. It will, however, greatly affect our quality of life, along with other things, more noise, more light pollution, and even more traffic and litter. For our neighbors in Maple Hills and those living nearby in the Sweet Home Road area, it will not only affect their quality of life, but it will also affect the value of their property. I ask you to keep the present zoning of R1. Thank you, Martha Lynn Newton. And while I'm up here, again, my name's Daniel Newton. Chris actually mentioned a couple things I was going to. There's no demand for this development by the citizens of Cheatham County. It's not needed. And other than the sellers, the real estate agents, the developers, and their paid consultant, Chris has corrected me, one other person evidently wants this. And I've been to the last 5 or 6 meetings, haven't heard from anybody else. So at this time, this development at this location at this time is a bad idea. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Can everyone hear okay? Sometimes it's a little tight and sometimes it's not. I don't get too close enough to the microphone, but my name is Darwin Newton. I live on the corner of Sweet Home Road and 49, and I would like to offer just a few comments about the proposed zoning change for the property behind our farm on Sweet Home Road. And I'm going to read this so I won't forget anything here, so bear with me. But as most of you know, I'm a soil scientist. I think I know most of you here in this room tonight. Matter of fact, I've been working as a soil scientist for 53 years. And I know I don't look that old, but whatever, you know. We've got to do that. I've worked as a soil scientist for the federal government, for the states, in soil classification and conservation practices related to crop production. For the past 28 years, I have worked as a certified soil consultant for the state of Tennessee. During that time, I have mapped thousands of lots and countless numbers of subdivisions for landowners and developers across Middle Tennessee that must have a septic permit before they can get a building permit. I'm aware of the development in Middle Tennessee is inevitable, and we can see it every day. However, in all of my years of consulting work, I have not seen a proposed development with as many safety question marks as this one. From the number of houses proposed, along with the potential increase in commercial development, traffic from this area would increase significantly. With two small entrances and exits proposed close to an existing entrance and exit from a subdivision across the road, two sharp S-curves, north and south ends of the property, one of which has the county school bus garage entrance and exit in the middle of one of these curves. The continued increase in development of down Sweet Home Road, as we see each day, road traffic safety will almost be an unmanageable issue. A traffic study was made not too long ago on the corner of Sweet Home Road and 49, showing an increase in traffic from a previous study. That really is another issue. In no way would a stoplight alleviate the safety issues that would exist along the entrance and exits of the proposed subdivision change. Legal requirements can be met for developing an area, but they very rarely ever address the safety issues fully. It's my recommendation for no zoning change on this project.
Thank you.
Fred Nordquist. I'm in the 2nd voting district. I live at 3840 Sweet Home Road. I've been to 3 planning meetings for this development. Not one person that lives there is in favor of this development. I won't go through everything everybody else said. I'm a business owner here. I've got 15,000 square feet of commercial property that I'd love to rent, so the more people come, the better. But this development is not for where it's being put. This is the village on Sweet Home Road. It's just not Sweet Home Road. We live in the country. We wanted to live in the country. We're here because we want to live in the country. I just respectfully ask that Cheatham County natives listen to Cheatham County natives that are ubiquitously, unanimously, without exception, telling you that we don't want this development on Sweet Home Road. There are numerous safety issues, just like everybody said. I live past the bus garage. I was coming back to 49 about a month ago, and there was a couple coming from my end of Sweet Home Road, coming from Highway 12, that I guess were trying to turn into the bus garage. They had missed that turn. So you go around a corner, and then it's down a hill, The bus garage entrance is right there, kind of at the peak of that hill, but you're around the corner and then coming downhill. Well, they had missed the turn, and they were backing up Sweet Home Road, up that hill, up a blind corner, and only defensive driving kept me from putting my F-250 into the back of their little car, which, by the way, had one brake light. So it's, you know, the bus garage was in a tough spot. You guys have done a good job kind of putting the traffic signals in there so that, you know, that really helps. But it's still a dangerous area. You're around that corner, you're down a hill, you go down again, you're around another S-curve. It is a terrible place to put anything high density. I'm not opposed to growth. I think people that live here would like to see developments like Maple Hill size, where you've got a reasonable yard with a reasonable house and not, you know, 200 houses on 50 acres. So anyway, thank you guys for listening, and I respect your decision.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My name is Pete Krantz, and I do not live on Sweet Home Road. I live cross-country on Macon Wall Road. And there's not a lot of comments I can make. They're well said, and we've heard plenty of them, and I agree with them, and they make good sense. All I have is just a few simple questions. First thing I want to observe is my family started in this county back in the 1820s, and for 72 of my 75 years I've lived here. And when I observed going down Highway 49, when I passed Mr. Fillmore Harris's farm, and when I passed Mr. Ford Phelps's farm, and when I look at whatever happened up there behind the Dollar General store, and when I take into Pleasant View about 3 o'clock in the evening, and how long does it take to get through there, I have some questions. Number one, do you remember when you were little children and you did something and your mama asked you, what were you thinking about? When these places got permits and zoned to build and do all of this, what were we thinking about? The traffic and all of this, and I've been told for years and years, oh, we welcome development and growth. We want to grow because this brings in more revenue to the county. All right, my question, Walter, about revenue is what are we spending it on? More police, more fire, more water, more sewer, more schools, more highways, and all the traffic and the growth around. My real question is, why are we going at this rate permitting and allowing this stuff to go on? Is there no regulated way we can do things better than what we are? And that's about all I have, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
My name's Kelly New. I'm at 1020 Tulip Drive. One thing I've noticed is the builder or prospective builders, they have not met with the community. They don't seem to care about the community. They come off very greedy. They could easily build a development like Maple Hills across from Maple Hills, but instead they want to pack people, they want to pack business, and that's not what the community wants. They don't see us as a community. They see us as a little small city that they can put there. If this development goes through, I will worry about my wife's safety every time she goes on that road. And I don't want to have to worry about her every day. I worry about the little children that go through my subdivision and get on a bus and then have to exit the subdivision. I worry about a car hitting the bus from the bus lot. Because again, it's a one-lane road each way. Again, the developers, they don't care. They're going to build it and they're going to leave. They don't come to our community meetings. They don't come and reach out to our community. They're here, they'll meet everybody, they'll shake hands, they'll give all these fancy presentations, and then they'll leave. They're not going to be here again. There's a better way to do this, but they don't want to do it. They may say they're going to make the turn better. They're not. The turn's still going to be what it's going to be. The road's still going to be what it's going to be. They can try all their tricks and pull everything up their sleeve, but it's not going to work. You cannot fix the road. And also, my property value is going to go down. That's going to force people to move. So you're taking your base of your constituents away. This isn't welcome by the community. They know it. They won't speak to us. After every meeting, they get up and leave as quickly as they can. I urge you and implore you to vote this down.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My name is Larry Nash. I spoke here at the workshop, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I think you already know what's going on here, and you've heard from the citizens in the area that are connected to this. I've served on the Planning and Zoning Board in the past. I'm presently the chairman of the Board of Zoning Appeals. I have working knowledge of what's being proposed here. What's being proposed here is what they call a CPUD. This thing is defined as, in the Cheatham County ordinance, the permitted uses in a CPUD, residential activities are single, detached dwelling, duplex dwellings, multiple family dwellings. Commercial activities, commercial campgrounds, RV parks, convenience commercial, entertainment and amusement, financial consultant and administrative services, food and beverage services, food services, drive-in, general business and communication services, general personal services, general retail trade, group assembly, medical and professional services, and transient habitations, among other things. That's what a commercial PUD is. It's a managed, but it's commercial in nature. Now, as it's being proposed, it's going to have residential houses in it. 197 houses on 67 acres of land. That's 4 houses per acre, if you figure it the way I did. The lot setback on these lots is 5 feet. The lot setback, you have a lot setback, a house, 5 feet, 10 feet apart between each house. Our own zoning regulation says it's supposed to be 10 feet. But they have proposed 5 feet in their plat, which was approved by our planning and zoning. You can put a 3-story house here that's 35 feet tall. That's going to be a disaster if one of them catches on fire and try to put the fire out before it gets to the next house. Oh, good. You can see up here what's going on in the corner where the lot sizes are. And I call your attention across the back side, the front side of this thing where the traffic will come straight in to the subdivision right before it. The other folks have talked about the traffic problem. Look right there, and you see where it's going to come in, and then come in the second place. Look at the size of the lots across the street versus what's on the other side. This whole proposal is about maximizing the money in small lots. It's tiny lots. And you can see it. It's right there in the proposal. And so, you know, I'm not going to say anything about developers and profit and all that kind of thing because you all know that's what it's about. I don't have to talk about that. And if you'll notice, all the talk that has been in this previous presentations have been about a traffic light out on 49 and Sweet Home. No one's addressed the mess right here that this is going to create right on Sweet Home Road. You had testimony from a state trooper that told about the hazards of coming down this road. So I would just like for you to take those things into consideration tonight as you talk about this. I talked previously about this being recommended from our Planning and Zoning Commission. I think that was a mistake, but you guys have the opportunity to change part of that. The plat that you see is wrong. Increased traffic is prohibited in our zoning issue, is an issue. The density is too great for the area. It doesn't fit the area that it's in. When the county has a planning group, the GNRC, they make recommendations when we have these kind of meetings, and they made one in this project here to our Planning and Zoning Board. And part of what they say, before recommending the change in zoning, the Planning Commission should determine whether this request is appropriate for and in keeping with the character of the area. That thing there is not in character of this area. Evaluating changes in zoning, there are 8 basic questions that a Planning Commission should consider on each rezoning request. Was the land originally placed in the wrong district, wrong zone? I don't think so. It's properly zoned R1. A developer has come to us and wants to zone it CPUD to maximize the amount of houses they can put in the area and maximize the amount of money. I mean, that's just obvious what's going on with that. Have the growth patterns, traffic, and other changes made the original zoning obsolete? I think not. I think if we allow this thing, we'll make it worse in this area if we allow this. Will the changes add to the services cost? Okay, you take 197 houses, you're going to have 400 plus cars coming in and out of there. You're going to have 3 to 5 people in every one of those houses. You tell me what it's going to cost in infrastructure to this county and to our schools and to our firefighters, our police, our medical people. We're going to bear the burden of that when it comes in. And that's the next question. Will the change add to the cost of services? Absolutely. Will planned population density be altered? You tell me if it's going to alter the density of population in this area when you put this many houses on 67 acres of land. The 5th question, will it require changing the street plan due to new or worse unanticipated traffic generation? We've been talking about that since day one, about putting a stoplight out on the highway at Sweet Home because of the increased traffic this is going to be, and Sweet Home is already loaded by our traffic studies more than it should be now. We already have, and we're just going to dump on top of this more traffic in this area. Will the changes constitute a grant of special privilege to an individual instead of promoting the public welfare? Do I need to answer that question? This is all about giving special privilege to someone to develop the property. And it promotes the public welfare. I don't think in this instance it does. This is the wrong thing for the wrong place. And will change add value to the community as a whole? I don't think so. I think it's going to hurt more than it's going to help. Is the change in agreement with the long-range plan? Well, the growth plan keeps being thrown up in our face about that, but even with that, it is your guys' responsibility to either approve or disapprove what goes into these plans. You do not have to give them CPUD tonight. And you can say they meet all the requirements. Well, that's okay. They can meet all the requirements. That still doesn't mean they're entitled to change the zoning. It just means that they can apply and you can decide if the zoning should be changed. This request is just in the wrong place. If you want to see this request, go out to the village in Pleasant View. That's where this thing ought to be, in a city, not out in the country, as it was referred to earlier, a country setting like Sweet Home Road in that area. It's the wrong place, the wrong size, and just the wrong area. So I would ask you to consider tonight to vote this thing down and not approve it as requested by Planning and Zoning. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else wish to speak on any of the items that's in the public hearing?
Uh,
All right, not seeing anyone, we're going to close the public hearing at 6:47. Franklin?
So item 1, John Claxton requesting a zone change from R1 to commercial mixed-use plan unit development for map 26, parcel 13, property is located at 4055 Sweet Home Road in the 2nd voting district and is not in a special flood hazard area.
Do we have a motion for item 1?
I make a motion we deny.
I second. I have a motion by Mr. No, second by Mr. Evans. Anybody having comments or questions about this? Oh. Mr. Attorney?
Yes.
Should they have spoke during the public hearing?
Yes?
Public hearing's closed.
I think I'd like to ask for deferral.
It's up to the commission.
Well, I have a motion on the floor to deny and a second. Do we have any questions or comments? What's your advice, Mr. Attorney? Make sure we got this right.
Deferral would be up to the county commission. They can go ahead and vote on what's in front of them, on the motion on the floor.
So we have a motion on the floor. Do we have any changes? Roll call, please.
Randy No,
Yes.
Tim Williamson,
Yes.
Chris Gilmore,
Yes.
B.J. Hudspeth, Bill Powers,
Yes.
Walter Weekly,
Pass.
Diana Lovell,
Yes.
Eugene Evans,
Yes.
James Hedgepath,
Yes.
Mike Breedlove,
Yes.
David Anderson,
Yes.
Carlton Blackford,
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Abstain.
Anybody wish to change your vote? Got 10 yes, 1 absent, 1 abstain. Motion carries. Item 2.
Blake Cobb requesting a zone change from C5 to C1 for map 39, parcel 154.01. Property is located at 2018 Milliken Road in the second voting district and is not in a special flood hazard area.
We have a motion on item 2.
I make a motion that we pass.
We have a motion by Mr. No to approve it. We have a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Weekly. Any questions on this? Any questions? Roll call, please.
Randy Nove,
Yes.
Tim Williamson,
Yes.
Chris Gilmore,
Yes.
B.J. Hudspeth, Bill Powers,
Yes.
Walter Weekly, Diana Lovell,
Yes.
Eugene Evans,
Yes.
James Hedgepath,
Yes.
Mike Breedlove,
Yes.
David Anderson,
Yes.
Carlton Blackford.
Yes. Anybody wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, motion carries. Item 3.
John Cannon requesting a zone change from R1 to C3 for map 86, parcel 93. Property is located on Old Sands Creek Road in the 5th voting district and is not in a special flood hazard area.
I'd like to ask a question about this.
We need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Ms. Lowell. We have a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Gilmore. Questions?
I talked to this man last week, and I've been out there every day. I have never seen a sign. And, he said somebody steals it or the wind blows it over, but I have never seen a sign. I went out there this morning. And last week and a half, I've been there every day. So. If somebody's stealing the signs, either somebody don't want it there, I'd like to know.
I spoke to Franklin about that a couple of times and to John about it, Mr. Cannon. And he said he would put them back up and then the wind would blow it down or they disappeared. But it was up through the zoning meeting, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So it was there until then, for sure.
And zoning turned it down to me.
What was
To deny, 7 yes, 0 no, 2 absent.
And the reason they usually put a reason on there for denying, and there was nothing on there. That's why I've called Franklin several times and talked to him about it. There was no reason for them to deny it. He's asking for a C3, which is a rural convenience commercial district, which means you can do semi-permanent residential, community assembly, cultural and recreational services, government and utility services, automotive parking, automotive repair and cleaning, automotive servicing, building materials and farm equipment, consumer repair services, convenience commercial, general retail trade, vehicular craft and related equipment, which is exactly what he wants to do, and it's for the benefit of the community.
Is he the one that came to the workshop who lives next door?
Yes.
And what's split up?
So to address Mr. Evans' point, the notification sign is supposed to stay up until the county commission's final action.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
The sign is supposed to stay up until the county commission acts.
I'd like to defer this until the sign's up there and bring it back to the workshops.
Just as a note, I do have 2 emails I just received from the neighbors that are for it, so I'll forward those to everybody.
If we approve something without him not doing what he's supposed to be doing, it makes us look bad for passing it.
But it sounds like he's making an attempt. He can't control who comes on the property and takes his sign.
Mr. Attorney, what's your advice on this?
I think you can go ahead and act tonight if you choose to. You could also choose to defer it if you wanted him to make further attempts to put up the sign. You need a majority to defer it.
So if we have a motion on the floor, could Mr. Evans make an amendment to the motion to defer?
He could make a motion to defer it.
I'd like to do that.
So we have a motion on the floor to amend the original motion to defer.
It's not to amend the original
Okay.
motion, it's just to defer.
Okay,
the
we have a
motion.
motion to defer till next month.
Yes.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Anderson. Any questions on this?
Would Ms. Lovell have to request that her motion be pulled?
No, you're,
We got 2
You're-
motions on the floor at the same time.
you're about to have a vote on whether you're going to defer it or whether you're going to hear the motion.
No, okay.
All right, no questions? Roll call, please.
Eugene Evans,
Now, what is this over
We're
there?
voting on the
Deferral.
deferral, so a yes
Yes.
vote would be to defer it.
James Hedgepath,
Yes.
Mike Breedlove,
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Carlton Blacker,
Yes.
Randy No,
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore,
Yes.
BJ Hudspeth, Bill Powers.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Yes.
Diana Lovell.
No.
Anybody wish to change your vote? It's 10 yes, 1 no, 1 absent. So will he need to get with Mr. Wilkerson's office to,
It would probably be best for him to make another attempt to get the sign up.
Mr. Bly, what does he have to do at this point to maintain, make sure that sign is up 24/7? I mean, that's, unless he tacks it up to the top of a tree somewhere. I mean, I just
I
seems
I
like
don't
it's
have a good,
small.
yeah, I don't have a good answer for it. He can come and explain what he's tried to do and see if that satisfies the commission.
I would think since he lives next door, he said he lived next door, that
It's a rural area, though. I mean,
I know what's going on next door from me.
somebody could be in my yard doing something and I wouldn't know it.
sir, I would call Mr. Wilkerson tomorrow. We ain't gonna have any comments, but just call his office tomorrow and get with him and you're gonna need to, how far in advance?
Well, if the sign would have had the date of the planning commission, we could duplicate that and just put it out there.
Okay.
So if you see me, I can get you another sign. Maybe want to get some metal post or something to secure it a little better so the wind doesn't get it. I don't know if somebody's taking it, I don't know if that's going to solve that.
I'm just saying, Friday, it wasn't there. I mean, it's like a lot of wind going through there lately, so they said they put it up.
So you're gonna have it next month, back on the agenda next month?
Yes.
Decent, okay.
But this doesn't have to go through planning or anything, it's, okay.
Okay. It'll just come back to us in December.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Item, we're on 4.
Well, 4.
Oh, we got to vote on it. All right, we need a motion to defer item.
Next month.
We got a motion to defer item 4 till next month. We have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hedgepath.
This is just for 4, not 5.
Item 4.
Okay.
We can do it. Just do it. Any questions about this? We'll put item 4 off till next month. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 5.
Miscellaneous amendments to the zoning resolution, amend section 9.0805 to add a new general requirement for conditional uses, that the proposed use has not been conducted on the property for a period of 6 months prior
to filing a conditional use application. It'll take a little bit of time, so.
Do y'all want to take them all at once?
Motion to do all at once.
All right.
Second.
Do y'all want him to read all these? He's done these.
He done read them once.
One at a time?
Okay, so there's item one.
All right, item one, we have a motion.
Before we go any further, I'd like to ask this, is there supposed to be before we even vote on this stuff, is there supposed to be a public hearing?
Well, there was at the back initially. This came here, when was it, in April? So the March meeting at the planning commission, that was a public meeting, it was advertised, it was, adequate notice given. That was a public meeting. I guess there was another public meeting the following month in April here, and then it was deferred, and now it's back again. This was also advertised as a public notice for this meeting.
So anytime we amend any of these items like we're doing right here, it has to be a public hearing on it before we can vote on anything as far as changing any of the language.
Well, we had it in our workshop. Zoning and planning had it in theirs. We had it in our workshop Monday. Then we had a public hearing tonight. And all this is posted online. All of our agendas, same way with the planning and zoning. So there's adequate notice.
Yeah, I mean, to answer Mr. Hedgepath's question, is yes, you do have to have a public hearing first. There have been multiple public hearings on this.
So I done got lost. We had a motion on item one. Who made the motion? Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Powers to take them all at once. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Have one opposed? All right, the ayes have it. We're gonna take them all, one through 4 as a block. Do y'all need him to read these again? Any questions?
I got a question on number 3.
Hold on, do we got a motion to approve or deny all 4? Then we'll do questions. We have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Lovell, second by Mr. Powers. Question?
On number 3, is this gonna help the county as far as some of this trash that we've got going on, houses and all, that we're gonna be able to clean up?
Well, we may have to refer to our legal counsel, but it updates, I think, the text from what it was. In your packet, you've got the proposed amendment, you've got the original text, and it shows where this proposed amendment goes in here. To answer your question, a lot of that, it's in the court system, and that's out of our control. The judge has control at that point. Excuse me, we can get it to court, but is that what you're asking about, the time periods that some of these take?
Well, that and I mean, you told me one time that we may have a recourse to go out and just condemn a place and tear it down because it's not inhabitable.
Well, I think it's when the owner of the property does not reside there. So that is a possibility if the owner doesn't reside there.
So to answer your question is, will it help with some of the property maintenance issues, trash and debris? Probably not, because those are not usually zoning violations. The concern was that our current, when we do have zoning violations, that the language that we had in the zoning resolution didn't really reflect current law. So we're trying to bring it up to date so we don't get a challenge that the language in our zoning resolution is wrong. There could be some situations where some of these issues are zoning violations, so it would help then, but most of the sort of trash and debris and failure to maintain a property are not zoning violations, so it's really not going to be affected by this.
So we're talking zoning and codes. Two
Right.
different- Okay.
Number three, is that, was the wording in that where we're gonna take the fine from $500 down to $50? Was that
Yeah.
number three?
That would be included in that one. That's because you can't charge $500. The state constitution says $50 is the maximum amount.
Well, why is the 500 in there now?
At one time, a number of cities and counties tried to put forth the argument that it wasn't a fine, that it was a civil penalty of $500. And the courts have rejected that and said, no, it's a fine and it's limited to $50. So that's why one of the reasons we're rewriting it, because we can't charge them $500 without giving them a jury trial, which you can't do in general sessions court. So we've had this discussion a number of times. The state does not give us many tools to enforce a lot of our regulations, and this is one of them. But in this case, we're bound by the state constitution, limiting that to $50.
So all along, we've been wrong.
Well, the zoning resolution has stated it wrong, but we haven't pursued the $500 because we knew we couldn't. I didn't write it.
Any other questions? I not hear none. Roll call, please.
Diana Lovell,
Yes.
Eugene Evans,
Yes.
James Hitchcock,
No.
Mike Breedlove,
Yes.
David Anderson,
Yes.
Carlton Blackford,
Yes.
Randy No,
No.
Tim Williamson,
Yes.
Chris Gilmore,
Yes.
BJ Hudspeth, Bill Powers,
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Yes.
Anybody wish to change your vote? 9 yes, 2 no, 1 absent, motion carries. Anybody have any questions for Ms. Wilkerson?
I'd like to address 2256 Valley View.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2256 Valley View was issued a temporary use permit for an RV to replace a burnt home. The intent is to place a manufactured home on the property. The owner has 8 months to complete the home. If not completed in 8 months, the RV has to go. On a separate issue, kind of getting back to property maintenance, there appears to be some property maintenance issues there. It was there today. If it's there tomorrow, as far as debris and junk around the RV, we'll issue a notice of violation and pursue those civil penalties for that.
Now, I've got a question. Do they have 8 months to finish building or setting up whatever they're gonna do?
I think there's some discretion there, and 8 months is their limit.
So, have they bought a permit to do this?
Well, it's it was destroyed by fire, and so,
Still got about.
they have the temporary use permit, but, they have, 8 months to complete the manufacturing to replace the culvert.
But don't they have to get a permit? You don't charge them, but they have to get a permit, right?
Yeah, they'll have to get a permit.
Franklin, how long does a temporary permit, I'm sorry, how long does a temporary permit good for? And this is,
Well, I think this one could be extended, I think 18 months, but this situation is kind of developing into something unique. It appears to be, you gotta give people a chance to, and allow them what's allowed in the zoning, and, we're trying that, but it's quickly becoming a property maintenance issue.
6 years?
No. You said total 18 months.
It's been 6 years since the place
Oh,
burned. They just
burned
moved
down.
it.
So there's not really, that I see a term limiting that, unless I misread it. So the property owner's house burned, they want to replace it. So zoning allows it.
So, but, and now y'all check your emails, we were just sent an email just a little bit ago. before the meeting started, but they've been there for 11 days. And you're saying there's codes, I mean, there's codes issues versus zoning issues, right?
Well, separate
Yes.
property maintenance.
So you can see there's property maintenance issues of 11 days being there, and there's probably, according to the pictures we were sent, 3 dump truck loads full of bags. I don't want to call let's call it garbage, but there's bags and bags of stuff. And then there's the talk of no sewer or electricity there.
Well, they have 2, actually, certificates of completion on a septic system. There's a water tap for Playview Utility and a well tap. So
So as
there's
long,
provisions for that.
okay. And so as long as they're hooked to it, they're good to go, right?
Well, and they're in the process, you know,
Okay.
but I'm not saying it's, appears to be working very well. You know, there's some issues there, so, you know, we're gonna address those.
We don't address those?
We will.
Oh,
address
okay.
those.
I was like, wow. Okay. I'm not pointing fingers at you, just this came in kind of late. It's like, good gosh. How do we allow somebody to live? I mean, you know, how do we manage that? I mean, I know there would have been power there at some point, so you'd think they could set a temporary pole, at least hook a 30 or 50 amp service up before they'd be allowed to occupy the camper trailer. But it sounds like y'all are on top of it, so.
I mean, maybe they're staying there, but, you know, I can't, maybe the neighbors probably know a lot more than I do. I'm sure they're right next to it, so.
Okay.
Are they there, staying there now? They just moved it in? I can't say. They could probably tell you. Maybe they are there without electricity. I don't know. We're gonna deal with that in a little more depth tomorrow.
Right. Thank you.
So, the codes, the gentleman's gonna go about it tomorrow.
Yeah. If it's in violation, they'll get a notice of violation. We'll start that process.
Anyone else on codes or? Now, I gotta say, the property on Randy Road is 100,000% better. So, I appreciate all y'all done to.
Well, it's still ongoing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, they're still looking through.
All right, moving on, budget.
Budget item 1, budget amendments, county general, emergency medical services, $26,009.33. Register of deeds, $12,656.66. Other general government projects, $10,599.29. Other general government projects, $23,042.22. Jail, $52,670. Jail, $4,801. Animal control, $140. Budget vote, 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent. Funding source, various.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Anderson,
Second.
second by Mr. Gilmore. Anybody have any questions? Roll call, please.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Carlton Walker.
Yes.
Randy Moe.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore.
Yes.
B.J. Hudspeth. Bill Powers.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Yes.
Diana Lovell. Eugene Evans.
Yes.
James Hedgecock.
Yes.
Mike Breedlove.
Yes.
Diana Lovell.
Anybody wish to change vote? 10 yes, 0 no, 2 absent, motion carries.
Item 2, budget amendments, county general and general debt service, transfers out of $1 million. The budget vote was 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent. Funding source, county general fund balance to be refunded within 2 months.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Mr. Gilmore,
Second.
second by Mr. Powers. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Why do we not go on all of these at one time?
That's up to y'all.
I mean, we have a workshop, we've heard all of it. And when the commission meeting turns out to be longer than the workshop, you ain't accomplished.
It's up to y'all.
Let's make a motion on the next one to do them all at once. On the next one, we'll make a motion to do them all at once. I'm with you. No, sir.
Only thing is if you have folks who come to the commission meeting, that they come to workshop and, you know.
But I mean, we still could talk about it here if you just wanted to include them all in one, break it down.
You want to pull your motion?
I pull my motion, make a motion, and we vote them all at one.
So So item 2 through 5. So we have a motion by Mr. Gilmore to take items 2 through 5. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Hedgebeck. Any questions on any of items 2 through 5 that we did go through on our workshop last Monday night? All right, roll call.
Chris Gilmore.
Yes.
B.J. Hudson. Bill Powers.
Yes.
Walter Weekly. Diana Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Yes.
James Hedgepath.
Yes.
Mike Breedlove.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Carlton Blacker.
Yes.
Randy Null.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes. Anybody wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, motion carries. Item 6.
Item 6, surplus drug control. The release of these weapons was directed via court order from the judge. Sheriff Beasley intends to trade or sell the items. Budget vote 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent, funding source none.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Ms. Lovell, second by Mr. Powers. Any questions on this? Roll call, please.
Diana Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Yes.
James Hedgepath. Mike Breedlove.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Carlton Blacker.
Yes.
Randy Null.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore.
Yes.
B.J. Hudson. Bill Powers.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Anybody wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no. 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, motion carries.
Item 7, budget amendments, county general and other capital projects, jail, transfer out of county general fund and transfer into other capital projects fund, jail fund, $1,633,018. Budget vote was 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent, funding source, county general fund balance.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Anderson,
Second.
second by Mr. Powers. Any questions? Roll call.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Carlton Blacker.
Yes.
Randy Null.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore.
Yes.
B.J. Hudson. Bill Powers.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Yes.
Diana Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Yes.
James Hedgepath.
Yes.
Mike Breedlove.
Yes.
Anybody wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, motion carries.
Now, the final item, item 8, is an amendment to Resolution 6, approved on August 18, 2025, increasing highways development tax allocation and some wording changes. Budget vote was 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent, funding source development tax.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Ms. Lovell,
Second.
second by Mr. Hedgebeck. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Diana Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Yes.
James Hedgepath.
Yes.
Mike Breedlove.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Carlton Blacker.
Yes.
Randy Null.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore.
Yes.
B.J. Hudson. Bill Powers.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Anybody wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent.
That's all I have.
Anybody
Mr.
have-
Chairman, is the motion to put all those together, is that just for this meeting?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You can do it every meeting. No, it's up to y'all. Mr. Mayor,
I have no business tonight. I'll be glad to take any questions.
any questions? Mr. Attorney, you have anything for us?
I don't have anything, but also entertain any questions.
I was going to throw something out here. Under the mayor's section,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Greer handed me this, we looked at this. I'd like to, would it be appropriate for him to speak at this time?
Yeah, if he wants to, absolutely. Because this was brought up last week in the work session, a request to see something along that line of a maintenance agreement on the new jail.
Right.
This is to answer Mr. Hedgepath's questions on the maintenance agreement. Finally got a quote from the lead company for an annual price of $45,936. And that's quarterly annual inspections of all our equipment in the jail. Give you an idea of what we're talking about, we've got 32 water source heat pumps, 17 makeup air units, 27 split air units, 21 smoke exhaust fan, 2 boilers, a cooling tower, and 2 big water heaters, and two big circulation pumps. This is annual inspections. I've got one copy, and I gave him, if the mayor could send, we got a digital copy we can send to all of y'all. This is just, we don't have to make a decision on this tonight, but it's, I think it's a good idea to explore.
Ed, is everything covered right now under warranty?
This is warranty, but this is filters, greasing, this is maintenance, routine preventative maintenance, which is with Lee Company, which is the same company we've got the warranty with, so I think it's a win-win. It's not replacing our maintenance by any means, it's just, it may save hiring a person for maintenance.
This would be one.
Well, I'll give this to you. There's quarterly, every 6 months, yearly inspections, and it's got a whole, it's itemized all the filters that they change 4 times a year.
45,000 include, I mean, that covers us for a year.
The one question I hadn't, and I don't know for sure is if that includes the filters or not. That's the labor to change it. But it doesn't say they're not included, but that's one question I hadn't asked for sure.
What about, is it basically $10,000 for each quarter they come out just to inspect?
It's $11,484 a quarter.
So does that include them on these, I think you said on-demand hot water heaters? Point of use?
The on-demand hot water heaters are going in the dumpster.
What did you say it covered? I thought I heard you say something about it.
Okay.
But anyway, on the hot water heaters, is that them flushing, keeping them flushed out once a year?
The big, that's flushing the boilers, doing all the maintenance they need that's recommended here. And all that's in here.
Chiller inspection?
We'll send it.
Do what?
The big chiller?
Yeah, it's,
This is preventative maintenance.
right, it's preventative and routine maintenance that needs to be done on schedule maintenance.
It can save you money.
That needs to be done the day that jail opens. The day the doors is open, this needs to be implemented, in my opinion.
I think, yeah, this quote is 426.
Well, this won't include the facility here?
No, this is just our new facility, all new.
Well, the facility here, will it be of the magnitude that facility is as far as
It's not as, no, you'll have 6 or 8 exhaust fans, you'll have the big HVAC system, the makeup air units, you'll have that.
To me, that needs to be incorporated.
We could add that at the end of the 6 or 8 months of
Right.
renovation that happens here.
Right, you can add that then.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna come in and do what they're gonna do, they need to do it all.
And like I said, this doesn't replace our maintenance person, this is just an addition. Plus, if everything's covered under warranty and we've got lead company working, if there's a problem, they're gonna fix it. It'll be taken care of. Take any excuses out, well, you didn't maintain this, is why it's absolutely failing us, so.
Do we have any HVAC techs on the maintenance team, county maintenance?
I think
So
they use Denny McCann.
So I will just say,
I mean, we contract with Denny McCann.
yeah, dealing with HVAC, because I deal with it every day. It's expensive. You're not gonna find, you're gonna have a hard time finding somebody you can hire in the county to do it when they can go out in this economy and make a ton of money doing HVAC. Is a demand, we need it. We'll be foolish if we don't put a plan together to maintain this stuff once you start, because once you fall behind,
right,
it's gonna be hard to catch up.
At worst case, do this the first year, and this educates our maintenance man on everything that needs to be done, and it gets written reports on every inspection.
I mean, we, as a school district, we still do the same thing at a smaller level, but we still have to have the smart people come in too, especially when you're dealing with boilers. When you get to a certain BTUs,
Right.
you know,
Right.
you gotta have permits, you gotta have all that stuff when you're doing stuff like that. So, I think it's important. I think it's a good move.
And like I said, it's not a decision to be made tonight, but I think some of the stuff we talked about for the old jail will be coming back next month.
Well, when this agreement would start, when if we.
January 1st, if you, or it's flexible whenever we occupy.
We only got about a month to make.
So we should vote on that in December.
Yeah, we can bring it up in December, still have it ready to
And
go
then
January.
the old jail, after the renovations and see what's needed, that can be added onto it, correct?
Yeah, and I think jail committee's gonna meet again before the next work session to.
Yeah, we're supposed to have some hard numbers on the other options that we have in our jail. So we'll be coming back next month and we can bring this also, to have it all wrapped up.
Mayor, do we have a date on the next jail committee meeting?
We're waiting for them to get all their hard estimates before we can say.
Are you gonna be out of town all month?
Hope not.
So will we vote on the additional money that's gonna be required to pay leak out? Over budget?
You talking about, bail?
Excuse me.
That was, you just voted on that.
Bail.
Yeah, yeah, I
That
think
was
y'all
in-
just voted on that.
That was in, item 2 through 5.
No, it was on
No.
standalone.
They lumped them all together.
Number 7.
One vote ain't gonna make a difference.
No, that's.
You voted for it. Anybody else have anything for Mr. Greer?
One thing I've got to say and all, and I mean, everybody in here probably knows, I work for Lee Company, but there's probably not a commercial company in Cheatham County that could, knows what's going on. All these people in Cheatham County are residential, and the Lee Company has got residential and they've got commercial. And the residential guys, they don't get in the commercial, and the commercial don't get in the residential. And if you put a residential guy over in that, he's lost worse than me.
Yeah.
Well, one advantage is the guys that work maintenance, they work for Lee also. They'll call the guy that installed it. If they've got a question about something, they'll call the guy that installed it.
But whether you get Lee Company or whoever you get, we do need a maintenance contract on that building over there.
You know, those maintenance people should be right on, Lee's Company's tail. When that man is down here doing all this, somebody should be standing right there.
Somebody will have to be with them because they're in the jail. There's one maintenance man, yeah.
Our folks do the same thing. We shadow.
So you're telling me when this is all said and done, at the end of the day, you won't have one maintenance man in that jail? Well, keeping the boat afloat.
I had brought that up, that I believe with Mr. Charles, who does a great job, that we do need to have somebody to train under him and be there, you know, if he can't.
I mean, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
But I mean, you know.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, and
I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna answer that.
Plead the fifth.
Yeah.
I mean,
one person can't keep that up.
that's what I was gonna ask.
Oh, okay.
Can one maintenance man keep that boat afloat?
Right. No, but with something like this, that will help. One maintenance man, he's supervising. You still got plumbing and,
But anything that happens, unless somebody breaks it, intentionally breaks something, it's gonna be covered under warranty for the first
year. Other than routine maintenance like filters and.
But I mean, with
greasing,
that right there,
that covers-
in our warranty, the first year, we should be good unless somebody tears something up on purpose.
How is this, I've not been in it, don't wanna go in it, ain't going in it. Oh. But is this jail built in a manner to where these inmates pretty much can't tear, shower head, they can't rip it off, they can't, I mean, is it made pretty much indestructible?
Right. everything in it is what, I always have trouble with this word, anti-ligature. But the shower head's just a little spout sticking out the wall. All your mechanics are behind it in the chase that the inmates can't get to. There's a button, a little stream of water is what he takes a shower under.
What was that word?
It's where they can't hang themselves, can't.
What word do you use?
Anti-ligature.
Ligature.
Can you spell that?
Ligature.
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 Spell that?
No. Say it.
Go ahead, he won't know the difference.
Right.
Anything else from you?
No.
You're dragging this meeting out.
Right.
Jimmy's ready to go.
I think Jimmy may not have been over there, but I was over there a while ago, and the plaque over there that big, Jimmy's logo was that big, I was about like that.
I didn't even want it on there.
All right, through Mr. Bly, county officials, register of deeds, anything?
No, sir, thank you.
Cindy? Nothing? Nothing. Sheriff? Come on, you gotta have something for us. Any good news? School board? She waited us out.
Yeah. I don't want to have any spelling questions though. No, I can't. We've had a very exciting November. I think that most of you were able to see some of the pictures that we have from all of our Veterans Day programs that we had. Last week, we hosted our annual Thanksgiving lunches at all our elementary and middle schools, and we had almost 2,000 adults come to eat lunch with our students, so that was fabulous. You all have an invitation to the Christmas luncheon on December 10th. Mr. Blacker will be cooking the turkeys, and my husband Ashley will be creating everything else, so I hope to see you there on December 10th. And if you have any questions besides spelling, I'll be happy to answer those. Thanks.
Thank you, appreciate you.
Stacy, thank y'all for that coin, that was very nice. Really appreciate that.
UT Extension.
I'm happy to just to report that our coworkers in our office have been really creative with some of their programming to meet the needs of the Cheatham County residents. April, our FCS agent, has held a bread baking class, and then she has a pasta class coming up, and all of those classes have been filled up within just minutes of the classes opening, and so I think our residents are enjoying those things. Nick is going to have a meat processing class at our office. He wanted to call it a hog killing class, but we just told him that it was a whole lot better sounding if it says meat processing. But basically, you're going to take a hog recently killed and process meat, and you're going to leave with some sausage. I do believe there's some room in that class still. Our 4-H program, we've been busy with in-school 4-H clubs. I know I've reported that we are back in Kingston Springs Elementary School, so we're in all of our schools. Our private school as well, Pleasant View Christian, and then also have a huge and growing homeschool group. I think there was like 45 kids at the last meeting. We had our emergency services day with youth leadership, and both Chris Gilmore and BJ Hudspeth helped us out a lot with that. Our food science club is off to a good start, and we have a waiting list for that program as well. The kids are just excited to learn about science and food and how it all ties together. We're working on 4-H speeches right now. As you know, public speaking is an important skill, and we have our upcoming county contest for the public speaking contest, and then we have On My Own within the next 3 weeks at all of our middle schools. So huge program, lots of volunteers, so if anyone's available. I think I sent some of you the dates, but December 3rd, we really need a whole bunch of people at Harpeth Middle School, so if you're available, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm not spelling either.
Chamber?
I might be able to spell. My last name was Tomaszewski, so learned a little bit on some. Good evening, everyone. The Chamber continues to attend, participate, sponsor, and advertise as much as possible. We had a really, really busy October. On October the 4th, we had 5 events. I wanted to tell you about my trail that day. I went from the Booby Bolton, Pleasant View to Music on Main in Ashland City, where we had a booth, to Art in the Park in Kingston Springs, down to Whites Creek for their block party, because that's one of our members down there hosting that, back to Ashland City. So at least seems like almost every weekend is like that. Most of you all see it all on Facebook. We try to share all of it. We worked with the teacher grants and got all of those allocated and presented the check to Miss Stacy the other day. Thank you so much for all of your hard work and taking care of those teachers. And we also sponsored their education camp breakfast. We just finished our program of work for 2026. So I've been doing the strategic plan for 26 as well. And on October, if you saw our calendar, we had about 90 events going. In November, we have 78. It's a lot to go on with myself and 2 other part-time staff members, accomplishing all of the day-to-day activities while preparing for the future events, handling unscheduled visits, and taking on calls and serving as resolutionists, change makers, innovators, and philanthropists, welcoming aspiring businesses, owners, and carrying on business day-to-day with those who are currently active. We are partnering with Sycamore Middle School on our senior stockings. We are partnering tomorrow night with Rocket Town on their Friendsgiving dinner. We did a speaking at Pleasant View Elementary School in October, and we're scheduled for Kingston in December on Learn Where You Live, where we recognize through our maps and our business directories to the children what all they have to offer here in Cheatham County, keeping them here and interested in taking part in the businesses and all. We continue to add to our membership, hosting ribbon cuttings, working with our all of our county businesses, and we collaborate with tourism and ECD, attending those meetings and helping to grow and show and let everyone know about Cheatham County. We've been currently working on the Governor's Volunteer Stars Award. It's coming up. We will be announcing the adult, the youth, the business, and the nonprofit winners, where they will go and be given awards with the governor in Nashville. And we have our annual gala set for January 17th at the Milk and Honey Farms.
It's a lot.
It is, but it's fun.
Anybody have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, beer board.
Before I touch on the beer board and before our department heads leave, I want you to put on your calendar December 15th for the commission's Christmas dinner at 4:30. And the beer board approved a permit for the Cloud Zone on Highway 70.
Scared me I thought you started saying beer board permit for the Christmas party.
Maybe. 4:30,
Right here,
right here.
you're
And
cooking
It
everything?
may be tight. I am cooking everything, yes. Ed, are you still here? How much room are we gonna lose in here during the construction?
Mainly that wall, we'll break plastic for the meeting.
Okay. We'll make it work.
And what about the costs?
I'll get with each of you after the meeting and tell you how much. We're having it catered also, department heads, so don't plan on bringing anything.
Emergency services, did he have anything?
He didn't have anything.
Capital improvements.
Yes, sir. 2 items tonight. First item, courthouse lighting in the actual courthouse, putting spotlights on the courthouse itself, and the total amount of $8,135. And then the second one is the excavation work lot improvement at the new maintenance facility. $4,780 was a little bit on that one.
You have a motion?
Motion to approve those.
Both of them? Both at the same time?
Yes, as a block.
Have a motion, have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Evans. Any questions? Roll call?
Calvin Blackburn,
Yes.
Randy Newman,
Yes.
Tim Williams,
Yes.
Chris Gilmore,
Yes.
B.J. Hudspeth, Bill Powers,
Yes.
Walter Weaver,
Yes.
Diana Lovell,
Yes.
Eugene Evans,
Yes.
James Hudspeth,
Yes.
Mike Rudolph,
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Vote was change vote. 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, motion carries. Counter rules?
I'm trying to get through this. It was so cold in here last Monday that I got sick. So, the Industrial Development Board, Dr. Fred Norquist, Jake Fulgham, and Jason Cannon have decided not to come back. It is a 6-year term. We do have one name, Ginger Van, that has agreed to be on the Industrial Development Board. I need 2 more names. If y'all don't have them tonight, we can bring it back up in December. Do we have any names? Okay. Also, the Zoning Appeals Board, Luann Eagleman, has agreed to serve another 4-year term. I'd like to put that in the form of a motion.
Are you doing a motion on the,
On Luann Eagleman.
what about the other?
Yes, that would take both of them together.
So you don't think?
I second both.
Is that okay?
So both? Let's do them separate.
Okay, so the motion to approve Ginger Van for the Industrial Development Board.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lovell. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The second one, Zoning Appeals Board, Luann Eagleman, to serve another 4-year term. I'll put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion by Mr. Anderson,
Second.
second by Mr. Evans. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I have one more just added, add Eugene Evans to the UT Extension Ag Board to replace Diana Pipeline, who has served out her term, starting January 1st, 2026 through December 31st of 2027.
Unless I refuse to leave.
Yes, thank you.
You're always welcome.
Have a motion by Mr. Anderson. Have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Powers. All in favor say, any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That's it. Road and Bridge. Ethics Committee will meet on December the 1st at 5 o'clock at Sycamore Square Conference Room. Anybody wishes to? Any new business?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
2 things, actually. The Sheriff's Office Christmas party will be Friday, December the 5th. I give all of you an invitation. If there's anybody of the other electeds or anyone else that we may have missed with an invitation, you're invited. Just because you didn't get it doesn't mean you can't show up. December the 5th from 11 to 1 at Cumberland River Farms. That's if you go out 49 just past River Road, make a right. It's back there kind of across from the Braxton, is that right? Which place where you live, David? You're not listed. What's the place where you live?
Is it Mr. Wolf's place? The big nice
Yes, Mr.
barn?
Wolf's place. There we go. The second item is, so I reported last Monday that the National Guard wanted to wait because there was construction issues and whatever going on, and then some rank gets involved somewhere at the state level, and one rank outranks the other person, and so on and so forth, and all the good things that happen in the military. If you don't like it, be flexible, because it will change. They're now saying that they want us to give them a date. The contractor wants to go on and put the letters on the building, and so we can move sooner than later. So I can't guarantee you what the status of the parking lot of the building is going to look like, but they assured us that they're ready for us to have a armory naming ceremony, and we are shooting for December the 11th at 1 o'clock. Thursday, December the 11th at 1 o'clock. So I'd like to have anybody that could attend that to do so. Everybody's invited. That's all I got.
What about the cameras? Nothing
Cameras.
new?
I did talk again this morning to Mary. I did talk to Miss Mary. Miss Mary was asking about this date. Marsha Blackburn, her office, the little girl called me just like she said she would, and she said we should know something this week. She said hopefully today, which didn't happen, or tomorrow. It should be on the Senate floor. So.
Yes, sir.
I would like to, somewhere in the near future, that we look at property that the county owns that's not being used for anything, and is never gonna be used for anything as far as the county. And, I mean, we've got 10.5 acres in our district out there that's never gonna be used for anything.
Is the county on it or school system?
The county owns it. It was part of the Eastland, there on Cagle Road. It was part of that. And I think what happened was he couldn't build on it, so he didn't want to pay taxes on it, so he put it off on the county. Do you know where it's at?
I think it was part of the, is it a tax sale? It wasn't a tax sale, it was just basically abandoned by the developers.
Yeah, I think he just handed it over to the county because he didn't want to pay taxes on it.
I think it was original green space in that development. I don't believe it was, they couldn't build on it, I think it was just green space. And I don't think they have an HOA to take it over or anything like that. Michael might be able to address this better than I can. We'll look into it and bring it back to you.
Well, it's 10.5 acres. I mean, it may make a green space, but it's, pretty
I think it's
tall, steep,
Yeah, it's just cold pieces out of the development.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And it's just got a 15-foot easement going to it. I think it's, or maybe it's 25-foot, but it's a small easement that it's got.
What do you want to look at doing?
Do what?
What do you want to look at doing with it?
Sell it. Put it up for auction, sell it. I mean, bring in some tax from it. It's not bringing in anything now.
Mr. Bly, can you look at that, and bring it to us next month, what's what?
Yeah, this is all new to me, so I have to figure out what's going on.
Okay, I've got the information on it.
Take it.
Don't touch that person. That ain't my old man.
All right.
But I think there's property all over this county.
A lot of these developments have those cold areas that they couldn't put to a lot. It's just there, and once they finish, they move out and it's still sitting there, but it's you can't build on it, or like I said, it's a slope or something they couldn't get any value out of, so they just kind of abandoned it, more or less. Pieces in several developments, I've seen that.
Well, but they've handed it off to the county. It's in the county's hands now, so, we should be able to do whatever we want to with it, I think.
Yeah, legal build.
Do what?
Can't build on it.
Yeah. Well, you make them build on it, I don't know, but I can't remember, I counted the number of properties that join it, and it's like 20, maybe 20 or 30 properties that, join it and all, so somebody there probably would want it. And all, it's got timber on it and all that. But anyway, that's all. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, consent calendar, we have a motion to approve. Motion by Mr. Wiggly,
Second.
second by Mr. Evans. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any other announcements or statements?
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Motion adjourned. Motion. Second.